first opinion is that, I love Love in Space by Cherry Bullet, but the Love in Space part sounds so off-putting, like the vocal editing was done so badly on that part. IDK, but it sounds like whoever sings that part is straining or something. I really love the song, the instrumental, everything. But that part in particular just sounds so weird, that I don't listen to the song because of that one small part. I just can't. The next opinion is of people wanting to debut as K-pop idols, try to join big companies, for their reputation and other things, not knowing how hard it is to get into these companies. Plus, if you wanna try for a company, try at a basic level or a level that is a bit more advanced, and not at a super high level right at the top. Also, being a K-pop idol is hard. Plenty of groups debut, with only a small portion of groups getting recognized. The other groups that don't get recognized are groups from smaller companies. Or groups from bigger, more well-budgeted companies, but at least they get noticed a bit enough to get past 1 million views, which groups from smaller companies rarely reach, and get up to 500,000 at most if they're lucky enough to be blessed with a good enough MV for people to not sleep on. They either disband at debut or after a few songs, or are still in groups, but don't have much funds for a comeback. Some idols debut into groups, and when that group disbands, then the idol tries their shot at another unsuccessful group. It's not easy being an idol. Also, there's a lot of information about the idol life as well, which is scary if you look at the dark side. In conclusion, there's so much that comes with being a K-pop idol, and if you're still wanting to be an idol because your dream is to become one, and you're willing to put in the hard work, sweat and effort, and not being an idol just for the glitz and glamour, then go for it. I believe in people who genuinely wanna become idols, and are willing to train hard before they slay. But please remember to keep yourself in check. If you're training at home before you audition, don't overdo your training, and just stay healthy, and take care of yourself. The next opinion is that, Woojin never fit in Stray Kids to begin with. Now, I'm not saying that he shouldn't have been in Stray Kids to begin with, but what I mean is that, Woojin never fit in Stray Kids, because of their concepts. Their concepts are a lot of the times dark, and they don't have many upbeat or ballad beautiful kinda concepts. Woojin does more upbeat or beautiful kinda concepts. So like for Stray Kids, he'd fit concepts like Winter Falls, and Oh, but not songs like Thunderous or God's Menu or Maniac, because he suits the concepts he does as a soloist, and it also helps him showcase his vocals more. So I'm actually happy that he's a soloist, because he gets to showcase his vocals, shine, and do concepts that perfectly suit him. The whole dark edgy feel concepts of Stray Kids are a big no in terms of Woojin doing them. He's amazing as a soloist, he gets to show his true musical color, and his music shines a very pretty magical light that brings me joy. I love being a cub, and I love Woojin. The next opinion is that, K-tubers should stop having to say brutal or things like harsh in the title when uploading opinions videos, because a lot of the times their opinions aren't even that bad or terrible as the title makes it sound. A simple, an unpopular K-pop opinions video, or, an honest unpopular K-pop opinions video, are the best titles to use when making opinions videos, because it's not a clickbait title, or a misleading title, to opinions that are just normal. The only times these titles are okay to use, is when you, the K-tuber, actually have brutal or harsh opinions. Saying harsh or brutal in the title, but not having opinions that are harsh or brutal, and are just a little bad isn't that good. I as a K-tuber watch opinions videos when people upload, hoping to search for actual harsh or bad opinions, only to be somewhat disappointed because they aren't, even though the title said so. But if the title just says, honest unpopular K-pop opinions or, some unpopular K-pop opinions, then I'd be fine, because it's not clickbait, and I know that I wouldn't have to wait for the harsh ones, because the title didn't mention it. So far I've seen only one channel whose opinions were actually brutal, but besides that a lot of K-tubers don't have brutal opinions. Even so, the opinions are still enjoyable, but not brutal. The next opinion is that, I hate K-pop short channels that make shorts like, K-pop songs that can be played around children, or similar titles like that, and they add songs literally made for kids. They don't add any K-pop songs that are actually K-pop songs not made for kids, but can be played around kids. But I'm talking about the fact the songs they add are common sense. Kids' songs are made for kids, so automatically they can be played around kids. If the songs are made for kids, obviously they're for kids. If you're gonna make a K-pop short called K-pop songs that can be played around kids, at least add proper K-pop songs that are appropriate around kids. Example, Oh My Girls Nonstop, not adding songs literally made for kids. What's the whole point of K-pop songs that can be played around kids, when you add songs that are made for kids, not kid-friendly K-pop songs? I don't know how to explain this properly. But take for example, songs like TXT's Crown or Twice's Heart Shaker, are songs that I feel are age appropriate, and if I made a short or a video called K-pop songs that can be played around kids, I would add actual K-pop songs like these, not adding songs that are originally made for kids. The people making the songs are creators for kids' content or shows, so of course they have to make songs that are kid appropriate. It's common sense. So why would you waste people's time by making shorts like these, when you already know from the start that these songs are originally made for kids? The next time I see a K-pop songs that can be played around kids, I wanna see people add actual K-pop songs that are not originally for kids, but can be played around them without censoring some words, or changing the song. The next opinion is that, nowadays K-pop songs amongst bigger groups and bigger company groups aren't even that good. There's very rare instances, like High Key, Trends, 9i, N-Mix, Ichilin, Lily Lily, Blank 2Y Bugaboo, Alice and Stacey's debut, Rocking Doll's comeback, Billy's, Pixies and Dreamcatcher's discography. Secret Numbers Fire Saturday, Cherry Bullet's Love in Space Love So Sweet and a few rare songs like Twice's current releases where the music have actually been good. But besides that, all the songs that I genuinely liked from bigger groups or songs that have been released by bigger groups, bigger company groups, music from 2020, 2021, 2022, have gotten boring after a few times, and all my actual favorite releases that I actually listen to, till today and never get bored of them, are from smaller or unknown groups. I just can't seem to like a lot of the songs that are by popular or bigger company underrated groups. It's not that I hate them, it's just that I don't find them memorable enough and after some time they get stale, and I have to throw them away. So please don't think I'm showing biasness, just because I love new groups more than bigger groups or popular groups. It's just that I don't find most bigger, well-known releases that memorable, but I do still love the groups. The next opinion is that, people hate the Grammys for not giving BTS a Grammy, but once they do get one, people will blindly love the Grammys again. It's definitely true. It's like when any soloist in any country releases a bad song, and gets hate for the bad track, people will end up not caring for the bad song, and then will support the artist again once they release a good song. They're making hating the Grammys feel more like a trend, rather than actually caring for BTS. I know that this definitely will happen. It's just like how people call the Grammys scammies, but still watch BTS Grammy-related content. How is calling them scammies, but watching BTS content is right? LMAO. Also, I know for a fact that there's definitely people who'll blindly give love to the Grammys, because BTS finally won a Grammy. It's the truth. Y'all have to accept the reality of things. The last opinion is that, I'm not really into some K-tubers releasing opinions or one-sentence opinions videos, because so many K-tubers have the same recycled opinions, and don't really have any original ones. The ones who do have original opinions are just about a small handful of channels who don't use the same opinions other channels use. Also, another reason why I hate opinions videos, be it one sentence or full-on opinions, is when they say, my opinions, in the title, but some of their opinions are overused opinions like, stop praising idols for doing the bare minimum, or, you don't have to like every song your faves put out, and opinions like these. How can you call them your opinions, when so many other people also use some of the same opinions that you use? It literally makes no sense, because it's not the people who uploaded the video's opinions, since they didn't really think of it, because many other use some of the same opinions as well, and it's basically overused, and not original. It's so odd to me how I never thought of this before, that people say, my opinions, but it's not really the K-tubers' opinions.
Oh, now we're rolling, 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 rolling. Yeah, right now we're